Hey guys, Brian here and welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, I'm going to go over what I potentially might do with 36,000 bucks this upcoming week. And it's nothing crazy. It's just someone brought it up in my comments to look at a certain stock. And I was like, you know what? Let's look at it. Let's do a hypothetical. And I might just do it. So before we get in my desktop and talk about what I'll do with my portfolio and all that, if you've been following me, my most recent video is me messing up. I have like close to like $50,000 like tied up until probably like June or August, sometime this summer, which is okay because I have another like almost 50,000 bucks using the wheel strategy, constantly making more money. I have leaps that will expire in a year, so I'll be profiting off those. So I have a lot of money that could make a significant amount, and my goal is to get this account up into this public account, currently sitting at what, 82,000, to 100,000 within the first few months of the year, and then get it to like 150K to 200K by the end of the year. And I think that's super doable, especially in this type of bull market that we're currently in. So before we get into it, remember, none of this financial advice. And the only strategy that I'm really doing is the wheel strategy, covered calls and cash secured puts. And I'm also like throwing in leaps in there because I want to capture as much appreciation as possible. And I believe this is like the time to do it because this tech bubble that we're in, this tech bull run that we're in is going to be the time to make a lot of money. Like a lot of people missed out on the COVID crash, or a lot of people like became millionaires within the first few years of COVID. Like, and now we're at another bull run. So I believe there's going to be a lot of money to be made, and I'm not going to miss that boat. And like what I've always talked about with like my nursing career, if I lose a little bit of money, it's okay. I have a very stable job. I've been investing a long time. I've been through like 10 years worth of investing, and it's okay. I have money on the back burner waiting for me. I have cash. I have rental properties. I have crypto. I'm doing really well. So what I'm trying to do is show you guys what I would do with a smaller account and how to grow it. And this is what I'm going to show you guys. So I'm going to show you what my current portfolio looks like. And before we get into my desktop, this video is brought to you by MooMoo, because right now they are having an 8.1% APY on uninvested cash, and you can get up to 15 free stocks if you sign up with my link down below. And remember guys, that is free money. If you want free money, free 15 stocks, just sign up and deposit some money in there. There are some fine print, so if you wanted to get some free money, you had $1,000, you put in $1,000 into the account, you'll get the 15 stocks. You keep some money in there for about 3 months, take it right out. Now you just made like 8.1% on the money that was in there, and you got 15 free stocks. Little cheat code, definitely take a look at it. Check out the link down below, and let's get right into my desktop. Right into it. So here we are. We have one of my portfolios is 182,000 bucks. It's two accounts together, but I'm only going to show you my public account, so I'm perfectly cool with that as well. So what we're going to look at is I have about 80 something thousand bucks, 82,000, and I have 36,000 bucks that is able to be used. So that's what we're gonna use. So what I'm going to go into is MicroStrategy. And why am I doing that? It's kind of a riskier play, but someone was talking about it with me. So I just wanted to look at this. This is like the last like 5 days. Let's see, 5 days. There we go. 5 days worth. And you got the Bollinger Bands, got some EMA lines, and the lowest it's been was 357, and that was on December 10th. And we're currently sitting at 408. So just looking at that as like a support line of like 356. And what I'm going to show you guys is cash secured puts. I have 36,000 bucks. So what I could do is technically go to 360 and sell a put. And I know these numbers are a little bit inflated right now, but if it was to do what I think we could do, I could either go, I think I have 36,500 actually. 36,200. Okay, 36.2. So I could actually go right here. If I wanted to use all the money that I have, I could do a week, like a week out cash secured put, and it would pay me 615 bucks. 615 bucks. Let's bring out this calculator real quick. Bring out this calculator. 615 divided by 36. 36.25. For 1 week, I'll be making 1.6% on my money. That's not bad. 1.6% on my money. And if I was able to get, let's just go with 360, like 605 times 4. I could be making almost 2,000 bucks a month if I did this, and it's potential. Like, so let's just say it's December 20, so January 24 would also be a month out. So let's say I did that 360 play. I'd actually get 3,410 bucks versus 2,420 for doing it a week. That's crazy that it's actually showing that a 360, 605, yeah, 605 times 4 is 2420. And then if I did a whole month out, because obviously, and with that, that's a 17% delta, which is pretty freaking good. And then if I did that same strike price, I'd get at a 30% delta, which is usually the line that I draw, and I'd get 3,410 bucks. But we have to remember, from the trend line, the support here would probably be around this 355 mark. 355. So, and MicroStrategy is also big on what Bitcoin is doing. So maybe I would just go with like the 350 for a month if I wanted to and get $3,000. That is risky, because then I'd be sitting on my hands for about a month. But $3,000 divided by 35,000 bucks is a little bit under 8% on the month, which is amazing, guys. 8.5% on the month. I could do that, but for me, for my mental, I'll probably just do weeklies, because I get to watch it. I could watch it closer, and I'll be able to make decisions. And I don't want to get caught up with chasing a few extra $100 just to make what, $3,000 versus 2460 or whatever it was. But this is a potential play that I might do, is just MicroStrategy, working off of Bitcoin, working off of Michael Saylor, and seeing what they do, and having a lower delta for the week. That's not bad. Like, I could do the 350 right here and still make 490 bucks. It's not that much of a difference from a 605 for risking up $100. Like, I could just go 350, get this. It's below the trend line, so it shouldn't go back there. And if it did, it'd probably bounce a little bit before it. So, like, this is a potential play that I would do regarding having around 36,000 bucks open for me to play with. And this is the beauty of cash secured puts. So if at the end of the week at 4 p.m., if MicroStrategy doesn't hit that 350 or 360, whatever I choose, all that buying power is going to come back right into my buying power. Like, it's reserved for that option play. Like, if it dropped below it at 4 p.m. on Friday, I would have to buy 100 shares of MicroStrategy, and then I would be on the covered call side on the next week. But if it doesn't hit it, then I just get all my buying power back. I automatically always keep the premium. I'm always going to keep that money. I'm always going to keep that money for putting up this contract. And that's the beauty of it. And also, if you're doing this with margin, not that I'm advocating for margin, I personally do it though. For cash secured puts, it doesn't calculate towards interest because you didn't buy anything yet. But once you are assigned, then it'll start calculating interest. So it's kind of like a cheat code, in my opinion. And again, I'm only doing this with stocks that I personally research and that I want in my portfolio, especially if I'm doing it with margin. So this is what I potentially will do on Monday, depending on how the market moves and depending on news. I might make this play at 10:30, 11 a.m. And it's just one play I have to look at because it's pretty much using up all my buying power. And I'll make a decent amount of money for the week. And if I could do that consistently, then obviously the hypotheticals could go like 100% on the year if this was able to happen. But I'm very cool with getting small wins and then using all those premiums to put towards like a total stock market index or VTI or into another stock that I would really like to have and start doing cover calls with those or cash secured puts with those. So it all depends on what the strategy I want to do. But right now, obviously, it's just building up the portfolio as big as possible. But I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with the premiums. Like, do I want just to stick in like the money market account right there? Or do I want to put it into like a total stock market index where I could potentially make safe money or a dividend fund like SCHD, where you could potentially get some appreciation and get a lot of dividends as well if I hold it long enough. But this is the stuff that I'm wrestling with in my head. But obviously the goal is to get this portfolio to $100,000 first, and then from there we'll get it to $200,000. And I believe I could definitely do that within a year. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys would do with $36,000. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Peace.